Good morning, I'm Ella Emanuel.
And I'm Sunny Smith.
And today we're going to be digging into the connection between racial disparities and climate change, two issues that are way more connected than you might think. When we talk about climate change, we often focus on the planet, but it's also about people, especially those hit the hardest. And studies show that people of color, especially Black and Latino communities, are more likely to live in places that are exposed to higher levels of pollution, extreme heat, and flooding.
For example, according to the New York Times, African Americans are 75% more likely than others to live near facilities that produce toxic waste. This isn't random. It's rooted in decades of housing discrimination and economic inequality.
Next to these factories and toxic waste sites are neighborhoods where people live, work, and raise families. These Superfund sites are far more common in communities of color. Pollution isn't evenly spread, and neither is the risk.
And the problems don't stop there. When disasters like hurricanes or wildfires strike, these communities often don't get the same treatment and help to recover. Stated by the Center for American Progress, after Hurricane Harvey, white residents were more likely to receive government aid than Black Americans and Latino residents, even when their damage was far more worse.
After Hurricane Harvey, many Black families were left with flooded homes, damaged roofs, and little to no help. While others rebuilt quickly, these neighborhoods waited, forgotten by the systems meant to protect them.
Why does this happen? Because our systems like disaster response and infrastructure funding are often unequal. The ESG states that several federal assistance programs have failed to provide the needed assistance to the most vulnerable communities. These poorer neighborhoods, which are more likely to be communities of color, get less investment in things like cooling centers or flood protection.
And it's not just about the damage. The Environmental Protection Agency concluded that long-term effects like asthma from air pollution or mental stress from repeated disasters affect people of color more. Climate change makes all these problems worse.
The good news, change is possible. Organizations like the EPA have established new carbon pollution standards for power plants. You heard it live. Communities are speaking up, scientists are tracking these inequalities, and policymakers are starting to listen.
Climate justice means protecting the planet and making sure no one gets left behind, especially those already facing the worst impacts. Again, I'm Ella.
And I'm Sydney.
Your two favorite news anchors. Thanks for tuning in,
And we'll see you next time.